Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening to you. My name is Jason Mundock, and on behalf of the Candy Factory, I'd like to welcome you to the 6th floor. Thank you. We are honored to be here tonight to celebrate this album release, a new set of tracks from Germanus, Breathing with Bach. It's going to be a wonderful evening of music and performance tonight. As you were coming in, you might have noticed some projections. We had some artwork. Jerry McCritty and Mimi Shapiro's artwork has been projected here. Mimi also has some artwork in the back corner of the room you can check out. And speaking of the left side of the room, Breathing with Bach, officially as of a few hours ago, is available on CD and digital downloads at the merchandise table right over here on the left side. So, hot off the press. Weren't quite sure if it was going to get here in time, but we made it. So thank you so much for coming tonight. Michael is going to provide some insight into this record a little bit later in the evening. But in the meantime, how about a very, very warm welcome for Germanus.
Thank you so much for being here and joining me in this party. And first of all, I have to introduce my friend and colleague, and this would not be happening without Mark Marafiotti. It's just been incredible. I think before we continue on the program, I think I just want to say during the pandemic, when we were all on Zoom and I was moving all my performance platforms on Zoom, Mark bailed me out big time as a Zoom driver, and he was a Zoom driver for one of my performances that I was putting on. I put on some really fun performance series back in the midst of lockdown, and then we just started getting to know one another, and then all of a sudden this happened. So you'll hear more about that later. Yes, this is this is really great that you're all here to celebrate, because this is a new thing for me. You'll hear about it later. What you heard just now is on the CD. It's actually that was one of the first movements. It's based on one of the first movements of Bach that I learned. It was in early on. So it roots way back. So there's a lot of history, a lot of baggage that I've kind of released and stuff like that. So that was really great to kind of open up this evening with that performance. And so another thing, and that was actually, if you're looking on the CD, that was the D minor saraband. It's kind of cool because the saraband's like a solo dance. So I could really embrace the internal introspection of that saraband. So as I'm starting off in this new journey of breathing with Bach, because this is just a beginning. It's a movement, breathing with Bach. And so now, alongside, while I was doing this, breathing with Bach, there were also these, having gotten to know Mark, we started just improvising and having fun. And not that Bach isn't fun, and I aim to show you that and say, hey, it is fun, and I love it. I want to rip off everything. But Mark and I started creating these improvisations, and it's just been loads of fun. And not only that, I have a great time coming up with the titles.
I was just going to say that. Yeah. Yeah, I was just going to say that. I name my tracks things like Loop 1,
Oh my
Loop
God.
2. And so I send these to Michael, and the next piece that you're going to hear is called Woodsy Waterfalls of Silk.
And I want to introduce Jerry McCritty. We have her artwork coming up here. Oh, and this is her artwork right behind us. But she's also an incredible drummer, hailing from Liberia. She has an art gallery here in Lancaster, Pava Gallery. So welcome, Jerry. Come on up. If you're in the house. In the house.
Thank you, Michael. It's always a pleasure playing.
Woodsy waterfalls of silk. Waterfalls of Silk. So it's, thank you, Jerry. That was the first time we had that combo going with this work. And all of those are they're all available
On Spotify.
on
On
Spotify.
Spotify, you can search Humanist. There's lots of meditations that are separate from the Breathing with Bach.
I have no idea how to find them, but Mark does. So now, because breathing with Bach is such a multifaceted kind of. Well, you'll hear about it, but it's not just the instrumental version, and there's a lot that it kind of incorporates the breathing, the Bach, the improvisation, but it takes over. It's like an overarching just way of being. And so on the album, the CD, the double CD, it's 2 CDs. It's 135 minutes of music. I had to make 2 CDs out of it. So there's the instrumental version, and then we also have the vocal version. And the vocal is we're being led through by an African-American mystic, the Yogi Reverend Christopher Sims. I'll tell you about that later. But so we thought, what a good way of we want to give you a glimpse into the CD. So we're going to play a track from that, and I'm going to have my lovely frequency mate, Dr. Amanda Kemp, come on up here and lead us through what the Yogi Reverend is offering on this Andante in A minor reading of his.
I think I'll just stand. Good evening. Welcome to this celebration. This is like bringing different parts of Michael's musical life, our life together. So we're so happy that you're here. And we're so happy that I really encourage you to meet somebody you don't know before you leave tonight, because there's an incredible richness of people here, ages, ethnic, cultural, racial, genders. I mean, it's here. So if you stretch a little bit, you're going to meet somebody cool tonight, in addition to yourself. So Yogi. Christopher Yogi Rev Sims, Michael and I met him on a beach in Martha's Vineyard last summer, and we both fell in love with him, and we practiced yoga with him every day, along with hundreds of people, mostly black people, practicing yoga on the beach at 8 a.m. every morning. It was, oh my God, yeah, it was. It was like a little bit of heaven. And I asked Yogi Rev to come to Lancaster to be in residence to do something with me, and he was like, can't do it. And then Michael asked him for the Bach project, and he was like, oh, okay, I'll come. I was like, what is it with you? And also, they have very weird ways of texting. So when I'm on a 3-way text between the 3 of them, with those two, like, I don't know what they're talking about. Like, what is he saying, Michael? And he explains it to me. So they're clearly on a wavelength. And Yogi Rev Yogi Rev comes out of a Black Baptist tradition. So when you hear this piece, you're hearing that. Just like when you hear Jerry play, you're hearing the master drum lineage that she brings with her. So I encourage you, as we listen to this track, to actually let yourself follow Yogi Rev. He's going to take you through a journey into compassion. And I'm just going to stand here physically going through the journey with you. So I hope Michael thought it would be interesting for the live stream. And Yogi Rev couldn't be with us physically, so I'm here in his stead.
Inextricably here, now, and we breathe. Inhaling to the throat center, Exhaling down to the heart center. Inhaling up to the throat center. Exhaling down to the heart center. Let your awareness rest at the heart center. Inhaling and exhaling at the heart center. Let your awareness rest at the heart center. Inhaling and exhaling at the heart center. An energy center. Chakra. Anahata. Compassion. Compassion. Stay with your definition of compassion. Inhaling and exhaling that definition at the heart center. If the mind wanders without critique, without judgment, bring the awareness back to the heart center. and we breathe. Inhaling and exhaling at the heart center. We've come up out of this space, and it has all been about what it is that we are. But this space affords us to look around out of our essence, out of what our cell structure has insisted that we be physiologically. And up here, there is a place of compassion to we look around and see a tree, as we look around and see a bee, as we look up and see a bird, and look down and see a worm. I look to my right and I see you. I look to my left and it's still you. Look ahead of me and there you are again. Look and I see you and then I see me in you. I'm glad to see you. Are you glad to see me? We're here. This space says compassion.
So we give thanks to Yogi Rev for carrying that through, carrying two lineages in his words and in his energy. And of course, we give thanks to Michael and Mark for creating that whole experience. Ashe, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Whew. Now it's the time, right?
Everybody doing okay so far? Michael asked me to join him on stage for a few minutes to just talk a little bit about this project and maybe take a look back in time to the genesis. And that's what I'm most intrigued about. This breathing with Bach is it's a novel concept. It's a new idea. It's you're bringing together a lot of different things to create something new. Can you take us back to that moment, the seed when it was first planted, the context of your life, and how did it come about?
No.
Okay, thank you. We're going to move on.
Because I think it's such a cumulative effect. I've tried to pinpoint, there are moments I'm going to talk about, but the idea of my first experience with Bach, my first experience with the violin, because it really incorporates my love for the violin, and it's kind of gone through that other moment of just, frustration for the violin, my own journey with music. So, I first started Bach back when I was 13 years old, and it was a very serious approach. I was having fun as a student, but then it got kind of more and more serious, and it got very tied up. And so the Bach I associated with, and before that, I would have a lot of fun playing the violin. I still do. I mean, I always had fun playing violin, but I see a journey in my life of how it's gone written out. The fun is back and soaring forward.
So a growing intensity.
Yes,
you're saying,
yes.
From this 13-year-old.
Yeah. Yes, and I went through a lot of metamorphosis in that, the Bach. I have nightmares of when I was playing Bach for my Juilliard jury as a junior at school,
right,
because I had played it out of tune, or I had even the very first performance. I'll never forget when I had a memory slip. So it's like,
So some of those actually happened. Weren't just nightmares.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I have nightmares over them too.
I see.
Yeah. But now, fast forward. I was playing Bach. Yeah, I think it was born on a deck in Martha's Vineyard when I was playing that. If some of you saw me coming up the elevator, I was playing this carbon fiber violin a couple years ago. And I was playing, just thought, okay, I'll bring my music, I'll bring my carbon fiber violin, play out on the deck. It was a beautiful sunset, and overlooking the marsh. And there was a deer that came up and was listening actually to that movement. This was not planned. It was that movement that you just heard. Ba-da-dee-da-da-da-dee. This one that I just played here. And I had no intention of doing this. This was okay, I'm just going to chill and play Bach. And it was really becoming fun. And it's even becoming more fun. And that deer was just there. And I have a picture of that deer just listening to me. Because it was just, I think it was listening. I don't know, but I was.
We're going to go with that. We're going to go with the deer was listening.
Yeah. So the deer was listening. And then later on, I was playing at the beach, and I saw these birds too, and I felt like this connection with the birds, and I started thinking, wow, these vibrations with the earth, we're really the music is from the closest I'm going to get to feeling like I can be part of that animal. So it's just like, and the trees, and just feeling the earth. So, and that was going a little further. This was about 2.5 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. And so then, and it is. So the Bach, I started thinking, wow, wouldn't it be great to have all the slow movements of Bach in a recording? Because you can just chill and enjoy them, rather than get all stressed playing all these fast notes and crazy chords. They're still very difficult. But then I thought, I want to take it another step because I'm really enjoying improvising a lot. Let's break that out. And so I did that, sandwiched it in with some improvisation. So that started coming in. I remember where I thought about the recording. I was in a cabin in French Creek State Park. Thought about the recording of 6 or 7 movements of Bach. Actually, it was 6. I expanded the 7th. And then we were on the beach doing the yoga. And wow, this guy's got to be on my recording I'm going to make someday. But it's all a pipe dream.
So these things are just layered on top of building upon each other over the course of months, maybe a year.
A couple years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A couple years. It's been in the making.
So I do know that then you presented some of this material online.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Well, wow. It was. Well, I was stripping off my clothes on that one. I felt very naked.
Not figuratively, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So no, it was exposing. I was very nervous about it. But then I thought to myself, I'm going to get over this whole nervous thing, and I'm just going to let myself go. And because it really became a journey into myself of being who I am.
Right.
And so, I was putting it online. I was getting feedback from people. And there was some positive feedback. There was some negative feedback. And I just started thinking, you know what? I'm just going to keep moving forward with this. And luckily, I did. And it's been, and I have to say that I am dedicating tonight's performances to my dog, Jake. And Jake just passed away a couple nights ago. And I'm going to probably get emotional. But he listened. I would make a lot of those improvs were done at 3 a.m. when I couldn't sleep. I was using the improvisations and Bach to calm my own sleepless nights. Rather than having Bach cause anxieties, it was
right.
Yeah, so
you flipped the script on Bach in your life.
Yes.
Good for you. So the dog was your best
Oh,
critic.
he was right there, and he was feeling every moment of it. And so all the more a reason I recognize the connection to just finding that other communication.
Right.
That, okay, well, this is way beyond what I'm saying right now, or way beyond any notation on a page. It's going really deep.
And it's gone deep for us tonight here as well.
Yeah. Thanks.
Are you ready for some more?
Thank you. So that one was I don't I'm thinking that maybe I should come up with some titles of these because there's Bach in the middle, but that was based on another saraband actually in the middle. That was his B minor saraband. But there's so much more. Like these works are so soulful. That's why, and it's kind of funny because Mark, I said, Mark, you can come on up and improvise during the Bach. And he said, oh no, I'm not gonna touch it, with the Bach. But it was, and Yogi Rev, when he first came to the house, we started putting the words down that we wanted to incorporate, leading us through the various chakras and different questions that he was presenting. He said, oh, I'm not going to speak over the Bach. I think of it as a tight corset. Think of it as, that was his first word. I feel like I'm in a tight corset. But then he really, I heard one of his sermons online, and I was playing some of the Bach. Just, they were going on simultaneously. And I thought, oh wow, this goes together. It just went. It was just magic. So I played it for him. You see? It's not classical music. That's what we're calling it. That's what we're labeling it. But it's beyond that. We're moving forward with that. So anyway, that was the saraband. Maybe. Well, now this is one of my favorites. I enjoy the name too. Do you want to say the name? Because I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think Mark thought this was called afternoon improvisation or something like that.
Yeah, again, I am not very creative when naming loops. So obviously today we have a lot of the music of Bach, which is the Breathing with Bach project that Michael's releasing today. Along running parallel with that has been these improvisations. We get together probably once a week and just sometimes we hit record and we just play them. And we have, I think there's 12, 14 tracks online right now that are almost all completely improvised. But every once in a while, one of us will compose something and send it to the other one, and then the other person will complete it. And this just happens to be one of those. This one's called Liquid Beads Riding the Magic Carpet.
And I don't, this might be our last one, right? We might, we'll see, because I kind of want to have a beer. We'll see. We have one more plan, but let's see how we do. we're gonna raise the lights. All right. Yeah.
We can't hear you, Michael. Talking to the mic.
Oh, okay. I think we're gonna raise the lights. Now, I think we've I think that we're gonna end with that one. Or you want to do one more? What do you think?
We can.
Okay. We can only do that other one though. We can't. Do you want to just do one? Just to throw out a jam. Let's do throw out a jam. We're gonna. I tell you what we had planned. We were gonna do this. We were gonna do one that Yogi Rev is on. You're just gonna have to get the CD. Okay. But instead, we're just gonna throw out one jam tonight, and then we're gonna have a party. Okay.
In the true fashion of Germanus and the Germanus Project, no relation to the Germanus Project, the Germanus Band Project, we're just going to improvise something. And we'll go from there. Bear with us for 1 second.
So now you got a little bit of everything that's been going on with breathing with Bach.
That's right.
Because really, that was one of the catalysts in the whole project. Okay, so it's just like a free-flowing experience, and this breathing with Bach is gonna. I want it to. People can add their words. People can add their improvisation to it. So that's really kind of the spirit of it all. All right, and I'd like to thank, because there's some really great people that have made this possible. And in addition to the people up on stage, I know I have to thank, from the recording standpoint, Colin Fry is here, and he recorded the Bach portion of the recording. So he's here. Thank you, Colin. Woo-hoo! Yes. And I don't know if you've gotten to try some of the incredible food in the back. Yes. Afro Boricua, thank you. Afro Boricua. Woo-hoo! Incredible. I was very fortunate to be in touch with them because Jasmine Rivera has three marvelous daughters, but two of which I'm very familiar with through our Music for Everyone camps that they're doing this week. So that's been great. And thank you. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you, Jason Mundock. Woohoo! Thank you. The Candy Factory and Kirby and Jason Mundock. Oh my God, this was really just an incredible experience to let me kind of continue my dream.
Yeah.
And spread breathing with Bach with all of you. That's the idea. All right. Thank you.